Never heard of that. It's recording. Okay, good. Welcome to a tutorial video that I actually had planned on making. So let's say you want to make a dedicated server for Half-Life or Team Fortress Classic. Obviously, you're going to look for your Half-Life folder in your Steam apps, program files, you know. And there's an application called HLDS.exe. You want to go ahead and double-click that. And now you can start a dedicated server. You can choose the game, Team Fortress. You can change the name. So if I wanted to, I could TFC game. You can change the map. You can change the type of network. You can change how many players. You can change. I wouldn't mess with any of this. You can even change if you want Valve anti-cheat, which is nice. And then you can start server. Wait, what? Your recon mode. Recon password. Oh, you do actually need a password, so I'll just put it 000. And then you click Start Server. It starts the dedicated server. You obviously want to allow access through the firewall, because otherwise it won't work. After you set that up, it should start up a dedicated server. Okay, and here you go. Now, you have all these different kinds of options to change and configure all these, you can edit if you wanted to. See, you can edit everything. And it's really good, actually. It's not bad at all. And as you can see, there's enough. So you want to leave this open, otherwise it'll shut down the server. And then you want to go to Team Fortress Classic. Well, actually, I have it as a batch file to open the game a lot easier. You can, open Half-Life and then change the game using the Change Game button. Basically, you want to open Team Fortress Classic once you set up your dedicated server. And you'll have to have the computer still up and running. Whatever device you're using to run the dedicated server, you're going to need it to continue running. Otherwise, the dedicated server won't work. It'll shut down. So, once you check internet, it'll get the new server list, and you should be able to find your server on here. This does mean that it's available for everyone who plays Team Fortress Classic to find. So, it does take a little bit of time to actually load up. If you want it faster, you can actually you can change the type of server network to LAN, and it'll appear right in LAN. But that does mean that not everyone will be able to get to join. Only people that are connected to your network, like Wi-Fi network. And if it'll load... oh, well, actually, no, it'll appear on your LAN as well as internet. But there's my server right there, and I can easily just connect. And as you can see, it'll just load up into the server, and I'll be able to play... Of course, this does mean that it won't remove the server, I don't think, if you close out of dedicated server. Like, it won't remove all your configs, or configurations, should I say. I'm actually not sure exactly how that works, how it saves all that stuff, but whatever. So, it'll go ahead and load up, and I'll go ahead and show you some of the gameplay, because I want to show that it actually works. You can see I'm in now. We'll go red. Engineer. And, okay. This isn't as bad as it used to be. Okay, yeah, Bandicam is actually awesome. Yep, this is much better. But as you can see, it works. That's how you make a dedicated server on Team Fortress 2. Or Team Fortress Classic. I'm not sure how you're able to make a Team Fortress 2 server, like a dedicated server. I know you can make a server within Team Fortress 2, but like a dedicated server, I have no clue as to how someone would be able to make one. But that's about all there is to making a dedicated server on here. If I do close out of this, it'll stop server. See, it asks if I want to stop the server. Now I can open this again, and it'll save all of this, but I don't think it saves, like, kicked players and stuff like that. But there you go. There's your short, sweet, and simple tutorial on how to make a Team Fortress Classic dedicated server. I think it's the same for any other game that has a dedicated server, like, thing, but, you know, there you go. I hope you enjoy this. I hope it was helpful, actually, and, yeah.